Retirement crisis in U.S. with an average Social Security benefit in 2024 of $1,907 and average savings of $87,000. Hi, it's Edward, back with another video. Please take a moment to click the thumbs up button below and consider subscribing to the channel. Please also share this video with your friends. Thank you for your support. Today, I read several financial news articles. I've included links to the articles in the description below. I encourage you to read the articles to support the authors and news sources. As a private American citizen, I'd like to report and share my transformative thoughts through commentary regarding small sections of these articles that are of public interest. Today, I read an article on Yahoo Finance put out by the Motley Fool and written by Maury Backman titled, "Here's the Average Annual Social Security Benefit in 2024 and Why It May Not Be Enough for You." According to the author, in 2024, seniors on Social Security are getting a 3.2% cost of living adjustment, abbreviated COLA, to account for inflation. That's going to result in an average monthly benefit of $1,907. When we multiply that by 12 months, we get an average annual Social Security income of $22,884. The author goes on to say, if that seems like a shockingly small amount of money, well, it is. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I couldn't agree more. I think it would be incredibly hard for someone to live off of $1,907 per month in the year 2024. If someone is a renter, that apartment is going to need to be really small and really inexpensive, and I hope it is well insulated so the utility bills are low. I hope the person trying to live off of $1,907 with no other source of income also has a vehicle that is paid off with low insurance. Someone living on $1,907 per month is going to have a pretty tight budget, in my opinion, and probably won't be going out to dinner much or traveling much. There also won't be much money left over each month to put away for emergencies. I know there are Americans who somehow manage to live off of $1,907 per month during retirement, and I admire their money management wizardry. Keep in mind, there are people who receive $1,907 per month in Social Security, but they also have a nice pension and a 401k and perhaps income from some rental properties. For some people, their Social Security income is just fun money. Unfortunately, that isn't the reality for everyone in our great country. There are people whose only source of income during retirement is Social Security, and many are trying to scrape by each month. I know someone who was in this position before passing away, and this individual said it was just day-to-day survival and it wasn't really living. That was truly sad. I have to wonder how many other people here in America feel the exact same way. There are so many people right now who are living paycheck to paycheck and are unable to set aside money each month for retirement. There are even people who aren't living paycheck to paycheck because they aren't earning enough money to keep pace with the high cost of living in our country, so they are relying on credit cards and buy now, pay later loans to survive. However bad the retirement situation is right now in our country, it will likely be a lot worse decades from now. Not everyone, but many people across America have a lot of debt, and they are struggling just to keep up. What happens when these people reach an age where they can no longer work and they could barely afford life when they were working full-time? They will receive a fraction of the earnings they brought in during their working years when drawing Social Security. I think this could be a very grim picture that some of us may witness in our lifetimes. I worry about what kind of potential retirement crisis we may see here in America in the future. Some people are living frugally right now and trying to set aside money each payroll cycle in a retirement account, but they may not be able to set aside enough because they are low-wage earners. While it is great that people are setting aside some money, it may not be enough to cover the high cost of living by the time they reach retirement age. Just look at how expensive life has gotten in the past few years. Do you think life is going to get less expensive in the future? I personally doubt it. I truly worry about people who are struggling right now during their retirement years, and I worry about those who are nearing an age where they will no longer be able to work, but they don't have enough money saved. What do you think? Share your thoughts in the comment section below. Now, some of you might be thinking we won't be facing any type of retirement crisis in America because plenty of people have money saved for retirement. Well, this next article may shock you. I read an article on Yahoo Finance put out by the Motley Fool and written by Justin Pope titled, "The Average American has $87,000 saved for retirement. This stock could help you beat the odds." According to the author, the average, median, American household has just $87,000 saved for retirement today, according to research by the Motley Fool. Considering the average household income in the U.S. is $74,580 per the U.S. Census Bureau, these nest eggs can barely cover a year of family wages. Well, ladies and gentlemen, let's consider several things here. First, we don't know anything about the sample size used to determine this figure. We also don't know if these Americans have more than one retirement account. We also don't know if they have a pension, which may mean they don't need as much money saved in a retirement account. We also don't know if some of these people may be receiving a sizable inheritance that could make their life very comfortable in the future. We should also consider age. If someone is in his or her late 20s and has $87,000 saved for retirement, there is still a lot of time for that money to grow, and there is a lot of time to contribute more money to that retirement account. On the flip side of the coin, if someone is 67 years old and only has $87,000 saved for retirement with no pension and a mountain of debt, life may be a struggle during retirement years. When applying the 4% rule, $87,000 will only generate $3,480 per year, or $290 per month. $290 per month might cover the utilities, cable, and internet for your apartment, but your Social Security isn't going to go very far covering the rest of your bills, especially since the average monthly benefit is only $1,907 in 2024. Now, the author of this article goes on to promote Invesco QQQ because it holds 101 stocks and 47% of the funds are focused on technology companies. You can read the rest of the article yourself. I've included a link in the description below. In my opinion, people should meet with a qualified professional in good standing who puts their interests first and foremost to get assistance with retirement planning, which may include developing a well-diversified portfolio based on a variety of factors, such as risk tolerance, investment time horizon, personal tax situation, etc. In my opinion, this is a more systematic approach as opposed to just blindly piling money into QQQ. This is not financial advice. This is just my opinion. Complete your own due diligence before investing and realize there are always risks with investing. You could lose money, or you could even lose all of your money. If you really want to talk about a depressing retirement situation to deal with, consider all of the people who reach retirement age who have student loan debt that is in default. I read an article today on Yahoo Finance put out by Bankrate and written by Jerry Brown titled, "Student Loan Wage Garnishment: How Defaulting Could Dent Your Paycheck." According to the author, under the Treasury Offset Program, the Social Security Administration can withhold up to 15% of your Social Security income to cover delinquent federal student loan debt. Imagine retiring and receiving the average monthly Social Security benefit of only $1,907 in 2024 and also having student loan debt to contend with. In my opinion, this is a financial nightmare. My heart goes out to people who are in this type of financial situation. I truly wish them the best. I hope they are able to overcome their financial difficulties moving forward. The author of this article goes on to list other types of income the government can garnish for federal student loans in default. They include tax refunds, your salary, workers' compensation, severance pay, and a payout from an insurance company. I feel bad for young people who may not fully understand the debt that they are taking on when they are 18 years old. This student loan debt can haunt them for years to come. Someone can sign on the dotted line for this student loan debt at age 18, but they can't legally drink in many states at that age. Some young people don't realize their mistake until they get older when reality sets in. Some pursued an education that is not in demand in our labor market and often become underemployed, even though they have a mountain of student loan debt to deal with. My heart goes out to these young people. Here's one of the craziest stories that I read today. This was on foxbusiness.com and written by Gabriel Hayes, titled, "Getting Trampled for Stanley Cups. TikTok Craze Causing Chaos at Stores and Exploding Companies' Profits." The author discussed a recent shopping incident where people in El Paso raced to buy out limited edition Valentine's Day Stanley Cups in a matter of minutes. Someone posted a video of this incident on TikTok. The video was titled, "Getting Trampled for a Target Stanley Valentine's Cup." I watched the video and it seemed pretty orderly at the store to me. This was nothing compared to the Cabbage Patch craze back in the 1980s. I personally don't understand the fascination with these Stanley Cups. Tell me why these are better than some of the off-brand insulated tumblers that I can get at any big box store that will basically do the same job. I'm not discouraging anyone from buying one of these Stanley Cups. It just seems to me there are plenty of alternatives out there. Now listen up, Stanley. If you want to see people get trampled at stores, release a Taylor Swift limited edition Stanley Cup and make it a contest similar to what Willy Wonka did, where he put a golden ticket inside one of the Wonka bars. Instead, put a pink ticket inside one of the Taylor Swift limited edition Stanley Cups, and the person who gets the ticket gets to go backstage at one of the Taylor Swift concerts. If Stanley did this, we would see some real trampling at the stores. In fact, some cities might have to call in the National Guard to keep the peace at these stores. What do you think of this Stanley Cup phenomenon? Share your thoughts in the comment section below. Please keep in mind that everything in this video is for entertainment purposes only, and nothing in this video is financial advice or advice of any kind. If you need advice, seek advice from a qualified professional in good standing who puts your interests first and foremost. If you enjoyed this video, consider subscribing to the channel. Please also consider sharing this video with your friends. I want to extend a special thanks to everyone who has subscribed to this channel. I want to also thank all of my channel members. Check out some of the great books that I suggest you consider reading in the description below. I've included Amazon affiliate links to these books. As an Amazon associate, I earn from qualifying purchases. Stay healthy and wealthy. I'll see everyone in the next video.